Whether you've been living in Cebu for years or you're planning your first trip here, there is a side of the city that almost nobody's showing you. It's not mobile, it's not Oslo, it's not the same itinerary that every travel page copies. I spent one weekend doing 3 things that are almost completely off the radar: a private beach coast that is 3 hours north from Cebu with no tourists and no entrance fees, a pirate boat themed party on the water of Lapu-Lapu City, and a mountain hike right inside of Cebu City that ends with an amazing view. 3 different activities, one weekend, and this is exactly how I pulled it off. Hi, my name is Trinidad. I'm 24 years old and I've been living in Cebu City for 4 years. I make videos to help foreigners figure out if this is actually a place they'd want to live. Not based on the travel blogs, but based on actually living here. I found all 3 of these activities the same way I found most things here in Cebu City, by living here long enough to get past the touristy layer. And honestly speaking, I've been living in the city for 4 years and I still haven't done most of these things until recently. I'm going to be breaking down every activity the same way: what it is, what it actually costs, what to bring, who's it for, and who is it not for. Let's get into the video. Kabilin Cove is in Tabogon, 3 hours north of the city. The north of Cebu operates on a completely different frequency from the south. Mostly people go to the south because it's more touristy, while the north stays more to the locals. And for me, I think that is a good medium. For this trip, we rode in my friend's car and split the gas. Per person, we ended up spending 800 pesos. If you don't have that option, public vans run from 100 to 300 pesos a ride. Car rental is around 2,000 pesos for the day, or a private van if you're coming in a big group. On a motorbike, you can ride straight to the Cove, but it will take you the longest to get there. And the best thing is there is no entrance fee. You just ask a local where to park and you go to the Cove. But here's something that me and my friends were not ready for. By midday, there was zero shade. We were literally cooking. The only thing that made us stay at this place for as long as we did was because of the water. It was clear, it was quiet, and genuinely peaceful. There's no one trying to sell you anything on the beach or the Cove. But other than that, there's nothing else that this beach can offer you. The sun will drain you faster than you think, so don't count on any of the trees for shade. Please try to bring a tent and or a tarp. The packing essentials that we brought was food, since there are no vendors here, sunblock, shade, plenty of water, beach towels, so please be prepared to bring all these things if you do end up coming to this beach. In terms of who this is for, it's really for anyone who wants a real beach without paying resort prices. It's great for solo, couple, or group of friends, but the only filter is you have to be okay with no amenities and full sun midday. If that doesn't bother you, then this might be one of the most underrated spots in the entire island that you could enjoy all by yourself or with a group of people. If you never heard of Haejeok, that's exactly why we're talking about it. So Haejeok means pirate in Korean. It's a full day island hopping experience on a pirate ship themed boat out on Lapu-Lapu City. It's Korean owned, Filipino crew, and it's like anything else that you have seen in Cebu. You board at 9 AM, but you don't come back until around 4 or 5 PM. It's a full day on the water. You have a barbecue feast, live entertainment from the crew, island stops, and occasionally water sports such as the jet ski. And here's the thing that really stood out to me: the crew. The energy that they kept from the entire time that we first stepped onto the boat to the very end was phenomenal. It was genuinely fun. It wasn't that scripted resort energy that anyone else gives you while they're doing their job. Food choice that you get is actually pretty filling, and the best thing about this particular trip was that they did not rush you, and that is one thing that I've always had an issue when it comes to island hopping. Most of the island hopping tours that you go here in Cebu, the crew tends to rush you, and that is simply not what they did here. So I appreciate all the people that is behind Haejeok for making sure that people were actually enjoying their time. There is one thing that you should take into consideration while booking for this tour, is that this is primarily built for the Korean market, meaning the demographics from the branding to the crowd to the vibe, it's all skewed towards Koreans. The host primarily speaks in Korean. However, the entire crew is all Filipino staff and they speak way better English. Other than that, you'll be fine. You'll fit right in with everyone else that's on there. The marketing team is now trying to cater to not only Koreans, but Americans, Westerners, Filipinos. And honestly, this should not stop you from even booking this trip because I think it's actually still worth your money. So here's what you should bring: swimwear, sunblock, sunglasses, and if you're a content creator like me and my friends, then bring your gear in a waterproof case. The visual opportunities on this trip is definitely worth it. Now, who is this for? Typically, it's for a younger crowd that wants to be on a boat all day with good food, good drinks, and real energy. It's also good for content creators. The visual aesthetics alone justify this trip. And any foreigner or Filipino who's been in Cebu for a while and hasn't done this yet. Because for me, it is something that you should cross off your bucket bucket list. If you are interested about booking a tour with this company, then I will have everything linked in the description. You'll be able to find their Instagram and their website and or WhatsApp, and you guys can contact them to organize some type of arrangement. Whether it's in a small group, a single person, all of those inquiries that you have, you can directly talk to them about it. Most people in Cebu City, when they say that they go hiking, they usually mean Starbucks. And to be honest, I've done that trip. It's okay, but I wanted something a little bit different. And this is where Irag comes in, and it is completely better by a long shot. There's more dramatic views, less of a crowd, and you end up at Cebu Tops, which has one of the best vantage points on the entire island. And out of the 3 activities that I just listed you in this video, I would say this is my personal favorite. In total, this hike will take you from 3 to 6 hours. It really depends on your own pace. Obviously, the more breaks that you take, the longer the hike time will be. For the group of friends that I went with, we started our journey at 7 a.m. and we didn't reach Tops until 2 p.m. We were stopping a lot, taking in the scenic views, but every stop that we did, I kid you not, was breathtaking. However, to get to the starting point of this trail, you first head to Noyong Express in Talamban. You can do this via taxi, Grab, or motor taxi. From there, you go down this little pathway, and typically there's going to be bike riders there, or you have the other option of walking an additional 30 minutes, but I would suggest you take the motor taxis. It'll cost you maybe 40 to 50 pesos per person to take you to the starting point of the trail. If not, you're gonna have to take 30 minutes to walk up a really windy and upward hill just to get to the beginning of this journey. But it honestly saved us 30 minutes, so just take the ride. It's only like $1 anyways, so might as well just take the opportunity to have a better visual experience on the way to the starting point of the trail. And compared to Starbucks, I would say this is more beginner friendly. Although it seems like it is a longer hike, the trails and the way to get to the end points, I would say, is a lot safer than the one at Starbucks. On top of that, it's less commercialized, less crowded, and it's a bit more raw. You're more immersed inside of nature, and that's the kind of Cebu that really doesn't show on Instagram. And the reason why this is less commercialized is because there's not that many people that come to this spot. It takes a while for you to get here, whereas the one in Starbucks, it's like down the road and it's more accessible to people. And the views are way better than Starbucks. There is no comparison between the two. And the best thing that I liked about this spot is that you were really disconnected from society. You could hear all the birds humming, the insects chirping. So what to bring? Proper footwear, such as shoes with grips or actual proper hiking shoes, not the sandals or flat sneakers that people normally bring when they go on hikes. A long sleeve shirt or a regular shirt, sunblock, and enough water for this entire trip. Now, when you reach the waterfall, there is enough water for you to dip in. I warn you, because it is stagnant water. It looks very unsanitary, but if you want to refresh yourself with a quick dip, then definitely also bring clothes to get wet in, and also a plastic bag so you can put your clothes in there and continue your hike afterwards. If you get hungry, then I would also suggest bringing snacks, but if you could wait until maybe 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the hike, there is a barangay that you can go to, and they sell all types of food for you. Local sari-sari store, which has your chips, pancit canton, like all the things that you kind of need for snacks, you can get them there as well. But if you can't wait until then definitely bring your own snacks. Now, once you hit Tops, you're gonna have 3 ways of getting back to the city. The first one is hobble hobble or a motor taxi. It'll cost you between 100 to 120 pesos. You can walk back by yourself, which, mind you have to go up a very steep hill and then go down that same hill. Or if you're in a big group like me and my friends, a local may offer a van back to the city. But if you're not in a big group and you don't want to walk up, then just pay the 100 to 120 pesos. It is not a scam. It is actually that far for someone to justify the price. In terms of who this is for, anyone who has not hiked or has hiked before but wants something a little bit better and more interesting than the trails that everyone else recommends, both on social media and the people that you meet here in Cebu City. And for hikers that want to experience the hiking trails here in Cebu City. 3 activities, 1 weekend. A beach cove 3 hours north with no entrance fee and no tourists. A pirate trip with a crew that actually makes the day worth showing up for. And a mountain hike right inside Cebu that ends at a view that doesn't feel real until you're standing in it. This is what a weekend looks like when you actually live here, not when you're passing by. Now I want to know, which one are you doing first? Drop it in the comment section. And if there's a spot in Cebu you think I should cover next, throw that in too. I take the time to read read through your comments and get video ideas. If this video helped you, hit the subscribe button. It pushes my videos to more people. Share this with someone who's been asking you about Cebu. And if you have not subscribed yet, now is the time, because I put out videos like this every week. If you're curious on what else I have been doing here in Cebu City, here's a video that you can watch next, and see you in there.